Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the second day of the Unmorphed vlog, which is day 1 of MomoCon. And it's a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic situation with the number 0. Anyway, first things first, apologies for not exactly wrapping up the vlog yesterday. I kind of got really tired and I was thinking about planning out what I was going to do today. I'm definitely a planner, and I was like thinking, like, what panels am I going to go to? How am I going to get there? Etc. I say how am I going to get there because Atlanta is kind of notorious for traffic, and also when you're going downtown, and this convention is like right in the middle of downtown at the George World Congress Center, you also have to pay for parking. So instead of just driving to the convention and parking there and paying for that every day, it is significantly cheaper and actually, believe it or not, more convenient to ride the train. Atlanta has, I think, an excellent public transportation system with a network of buses, but also trains that kind of go through the city like a plus sign, you know, east and west and north and south. And that is what I'm doing. But now it is go time. It is actually 1 o'clock, which means I have a little less than an hour to get to the station I'm going to. I just had breakfast at Einstein Brothers Bagels, which is a place, there's definitely not one in Valdosta. We're opening a, well, I say we, Valdosta is getting a Panera, so, you know, maybe eventually an Einstein. Anyway. I'm not one of those people. I wasn't gonna be like sitting down. I got my food. Hey everybody, I'm just here having an Einstein bagels, and oh, this person's sitting behind me. Hey, how you doing? You're on the vlog. You know, I wasn't gonna do that. But I did take a picture of the food that I got, which I will show you now, and it was actually really good. It was a basically a breakfast bagel that was chicken and eggs, which I don't know if I've ever had together before. That seemed a little strange, but it was actually quite good. And it's supposed to come on a bagel that has hash browns like infused into it. They had run out of those. They had a rough morning as far as bagels, but they had this brand new mac and cheese bagel. And so it was funny. I ordered that and she was like, now I don't have any hash brown bagels to put it on. I can put it on this mac and cheese bagel. And I was like, sold. Do that thing. So that was really good. I also just wanted to get a bagel with cream cheese. And by the way, a guy that ordered like 2 or 3 after me also did that. He was like, I also want another bagel on the side. So that doesn't, you know, it's not that weird. I'm sure people all the time is like, let me get like breakfast, but I also want a bagel because it's a bagel shop. And I ended up getting this French toast bagel that was actually delicious. And then coming back to live, the one thing I can actually show you, because I still have it, is I got this coffee. This is a turtle mocha iced coffee. It has caramel and turtle topping, which is like a chocolate shell topping. So, you know, like a turtle sundae. And the neat thing about that actually was that I don't know why I didn't see any signs for it, but I ordered it and she was like, and that's on sale right now. That's $2. I was like, sweet. It was like, the small was like $4, so I'll take it. It's good. You can see the turtle topping has kind of settled to the bottom. Now that I have eaten, I am actually headed to Walmart because I am an idiot. Not so much an idiot, but I did, as much as I prepared for this trip, I forgot a surprising amount of stuff. I realized as I was preparing, I was going to write out a schedule on like a nice piece of notebook paper, you know, to list when, like, the train stuff that I need to do and then the panels I'm going to. And then I realized that I did not bring any sort of notebook or binder or anything, which for me is ridiculous because I have like 3 binders at home. And one of them has a notebook in it that I use binders and notebooks all the time to just keep myself organized and keep notes. So the fact that I didn't remember to bring a binder is crazy. And then also, you know what I forgot? Shampoo and conditioner. I don't know how that slipped my mind. It would have been right there with all the other travel stuff. I know the hotel does have them. I used one of them for my first shower. I kind of almost ran out of it. And here's the thing with me and the hotels. The second, that I got in, I put the do not disturb sign on my door. And that's not because I'm like a recluse and I don't want anybody to ever bother me or the hotel to, not contact me regardless of anything. But I actually did a very short stint, about a month, in hotel housekeeping at Disney. And that job sucks. So I figure it makes their lives easier not to have to do anything in my room, and I don't need them to. I will leave the room the way that I left it, and if anything's in my way or messy, I'm going to clean it up because I'm a responsible person. Not that using housekeeping in your hotel is, bad. Just, that's the way I see it. I don't really need anybody going in the room. I have even more peace of mind if I know that nobody has been in my room. So what I'm getting at by that is that that stuff's not getting replaced because housekeeping's not coming into my room to see that it's not there. So I'm probably going to pick up a couple travel size things for that. I've actually budgeted to get there about an hour and a half early. I want to kind of go around the show floor, look at the artist alley, the merch alley, check out the arcade and stuff before I actually need to go to a panel. And then I am going to 3 panels tonight. The first one is a Maritoku Beyond Power Rangers. Then the next panel is professional voice acting, which is something I want to go into. And then the third panel, which funny enough is in the exact same room as the second one, is the Runaway Guys, a group of excellent Let's Players, if you haven't heard of them. Proton John, Chuggacon Roy, and Nintendo Capri Sun. And this is their Q&A information panel, but that still ought to be pretty interesting. There was a 4th panel that I wanted to go to tonight, Improv Workshop, but there's 2 reasons I decided not to. The first is that the panel is being held at 11:30 at night, and if you think that's late, there's a set of 5 or 6 panels that are starting at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to any of those. I wasn't actually interested in them anyway, but 11:30 is a little late to be getting people to think on their feet, and do improv. And the second is just due to the way the train schedules are set up, it's actually more complicated for me to get back to my hotel after 9. It's doable, and it would be fine, but yeah, for an improv workshop where I might not even be all that good anyway, it's not something I wanted to deal with. Okay, I feel like I've rambled on a bit. I hope I really cut this down in editing. I'm going to show you guys here. This is how long the clip originally was, and this is how long I managed to cut it down to, so good for me. And I'm going to go to Walmart, and we'll go from there. Really wanted an orange binder, but the only one I see is this flimsy one here. So I don't see any in the more sturdy binders, so going with red. Now we gotta find a notebook. Oh, here we go, notebooks. I'm having you guys shop with me right now. Hey, notebooks. Do I want to get a notebook, or do I just want to go ahead and get some paper? I think I'm just gonna get some paper. There we go. I have pens and stuff in the backpack, although of course my eyes landed on that orange pen right there. But I don't need to spend $6.47. Yeah, I don't need to spend $6.47 to get an orange pen and a bunch of other pens that I don't need. Okay, it is 1:33. The train I want to catch is in about 18 minutes, actually. The other thing that I wanted to get here at Walmart was coffee creamer, because just like with the shampoo and conditioner, they're not going to have the chance to restock that, seeing as I'm not going to be in the room. So I want to get some, because the coffee is Starbucks, so it's good coffee, but there was only 2 little things of creamer, and it didn't help. I like really sweet cream coffee. Another thing I wanted to say, so another thought I had walking in here really quick was that I have like a Walmart principle, which is like, I can always tell if I'm in an unfamiliar place because I go into Walmart and I don't know my way around. I go shopping at Walmart fairly often, so like I'm very familiar with how it's laid out. So when I go to a Walmart that I'm not familiar with, it's even more like, by the way, I'm just wandering around so I can vlog without too many people thinking it's weird. When I go to a Walmart in a place I'm not familiar with and I don't really know my way around, that kind of intensifies that feeling of, wow, you know, this isn't home. Okay, to Marta. Kind of storm cloudy today. The plant giants are back. Yes, it is time for MomoCon 2018 to begin. Well, at least for me. The door's open. I think registration's been open since noon. I'm here. It is 10 minutes to 3. I'm gonna go get my lanyard and see the sights. We have arrived. By the way, you can see Mercedes-Benz Stadium there behind me. This is actually the first year I've been here that it's been done, so that's neat. All right, let's go in. Big one. It's video, good. So, as you can tell, I have arrived. Woo, it's MomoCon! It's MomoCon. I have most of it over there, actually. I actually did a YouTube live on Orange Ranger videos. Here's a little clip from that. I'll get some vlog footage of the dealer's alley and stuff as it goes. Or maybe I'll just include that footage. That's a thing I can do. This is the gaming hall. Over there, there's like free play video games that I should take a look at. There is an arcade. And I'll tell you the neat thing about the arcade, actually. The arcade is open 24 hours a day. Not even kidding. Honestly, actually, literally 24 hours a day. So, that's interesting, isn't it? I'm not planning on taking advantage of that because I like sleeping. The dealer's alley got me already. There was a guy making handcrafted, well, he already made them. They were there, but he makes handcrafted wooden clocks. And hanging on his wall saying, "Buy me, buy me, buy me," was this. Actually, you take a look there. Detailed power coins. I'm not saying no to that. I told him, I'm like, I'm not gonna pretend I don't want that. So, 40 bucks, and I'm on the board. All right, I have a panel in about 10 minutes, so off to that. And believe it or not, that's gonna do it for day one of MomoCon, at least of the con itself. Just 3 panels today. There's not that many going on, there's only, I think, like 3 more panel slots. But I talked earlier about not too much I'm interested in. There is that improv one, but it's at 11:30 and it makes getting home more complicated. Funny enough, I was looking through the panel schedule today before one of the panels, and I am going to have to deal with that tomorrow. But, well, on the weekend, the schedule is different. So Saturday and Sunday will be better. Welcome to MomoCon. So now, it's funny, I think about days I'm at MomoCon, it's like I'll be in panels all day. Or at least all night, but not being. Gonna go back to the hotel. That word escaped me. And see what I'm gonna do from there. I'm half tempted, I might go down and check out the gaming hall. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Because I'm not really gonna do anything else, right? I was thinking about going bowling tonight, but it's not that fun by myself. I mean, I would still do it, don't get me wrong. I still might. But if I'm here and done with that, I may as well take a look. And show you guys as well. So let's head down there. So funny enough, with all the buzz going around here right now, I'm not even sure how well you folks can hear me. Which makes this even funnier because I'm taking this moment to talk about something kind of serious with the con experience. Like I said, I've been coming here. This is my 4th MomoCon in the past 5 years, my 3rd consecutive MomoCon. And every time, about this time, as I start going to the con, I'm seeing groups of friends moving here and there. I'm seeing, obviously, a lot of couples, cosplay groups, all that stuff. And it's just a reminder again that I'm here alone. I will not spend the entire time alone. I have a good friend here that I will eventually run. First of all, I played a game with people yesterday. So my MomoCon experience already was not completely solitary. There's another friend that I will meet up with at some point. There's a group here, Georgia Soul Society, that I will probably meet up with at some point. Overall, my con experience is solitary. And I mean, here's the funny thing about that. I actually feel both good and bad about it. Because obviously it's not 100% positive. There's an area over here that's kind of dark and quiet. I'm gonna head that way. I can already talk quieter. It's obviously not positive to feel lonely. And I wish I was here sharing the experience. That's kind of the thing, like sharing the experience with someone. Hi. Oops, sorry. That's a thing. That happens. But at the same time, every time I'm getting ready to come to this convention, I know that going in, and I come every year anyway because I enjoy it. So it's not a fun aspect of the con experience, but I'm glad that I pushed myself through it and attended. Why do I do that to myself? God, every year I come out here, having not played Dance Dance Revolution in a year, and going, sure, I can jump back into the songs I can do, no problem. I can do them, and I did them. For anyone familiar with Dance Dance Revolution, I did Candy Star, and Captain Jack. On 3-foot. And I know 3-foot is lower side of average, but the thing to remember here is that I'm dying. No, it is that they're fast songs. They have high BPM. So there's a lot of steps, even if they're not that hard to pull off. I'm gonna die. I'm kidding. I'm getting my breath back. I'm gonna tool around a little bit, I think, see what the pre-play gaming has to hold, and then see what the night has. What I'm gonna tell you next is gonna be perfectly indicative of me for 2 reasons. Number one, I didn't vlog it. Although that's because it would have been hard to record with my hands on a video game controller. And the other is just a sign of how much I stick to something when I'm really, like, serious about it. I mentioned that I was going to the console free play area. And in that area, they had a set of SNES minis set up. SNES classics, whatever you call them. So I found an open one, started playing some games. One game I decided to pull up was Street Fighter 2. So I'm playing Street Fighter 2. I'm doing pretty well, I think. Breezed through the first, like, 5 people. Chun-Li got me once or twice. I think Vega got me once. Balrog took 3 or 4 tries. Then I got to the second to last character in the story mode, Sagat. Oh, Sagat. I am not exaggerating when I say it might have taken me 20 tries to beat Sagat. But I did it. They were talking about having to shut that part down in 15 minutes, and I'm still trying against Sagat. And I'm going, okay, so at this point, I'm just gonna beat Sagat, you know. I'm not gonna beat M. Bison. I'll beat Sagat, and I'll be happy. I finally did, and then I took 1 shot at M. Bison, and he wiped the floor with me, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. So, Ryu came in 2nd place in the Street Fighter tournament, I suppose. But I actually admired my gaming skills within that, because it went from, like, I'm spamming these 1 or 2 attacks. Ryu's high kick is pretty OP, by the way. I mean, it might be generally in that game for all the characters, but definitely for Ryu, it got me through most of the fights. Like, I got to Sagat, and that didn't work, you know, and I had to develop a strategy. Because he has a lot of 2-3 hit combos that just wipe you out. He has a fireball attack that keeps you at distance, that he can fire high or low. He's tough. So I finally came up with a strategy where basically first I would back off and throw some fireballs at him and hope that did some damage, because against Sagat it's important to get out ahead, because that changes his strategy. If he gets out ahead,
he is programmed, and this is really good programming, especially for a Super Nintendo game, by the way. He is programmed to hang back and throw fireballs at you. Because even if you block them, they do damage. And even if you avoid them, if he's already out ahead, he'll just wait for the clock to run out. There was one match I lost against him that I guess ended up determining one of the contests, where he timed me out. So back off, throw some fireballs at him, do some damage. That makes him more aggressive. Stay low with sweeps. If he comes high, try to get high kicks up. Knock him back. He can't rely on the fireball strategy because you've gotten damage on him, and he'll keep coming to you, and eventually you can wear him down. Nice people let me cross the street. There's somebody up ahead of me in a graduation robe, and I keep forgetting a lot of Atlanta area high schools hold their graduation this weekend, which is funny because it's MomoCon weekend, you know, same time as MomoCon, same place as MomoCon, and I'm not saying we mind that, you know, we geeky nerds are very accepting and open, but with graduations you get a lot of like grandparents, you know, and stuff, and and you got your graduates in the same building. I mean, not like intermingled directly, but you got them in the same building as the cosplayers and stuff. It's interesting, but oh well. So yeah, I beat Sagat. By the way, I still feel a little certain kind of way in my chest and my lungs from playing Dance Dance Revolution, and that was only 2 songs. I actually really want to get DDR for my my room, but it's complicated because, like, as far as I can tell, DDR hasn't come out for a new system. I have the older systems, but then you look into Dance Mats and they have the flimsy ones, which, you know, can slide around, especially when heavier people like me play them. You have the more expensive mats, which are more expensive. So it's not as easy as I thought, but I really would like to, because that would be a great way for me to exercise that I think I would enjoy. And now, speaking of exercise, I am on my general way to getting some unhealthy fast food. I am headed back into the MARTA station. The other thing, my decision to go into the game hall, but really my unhealthy obsession with defeating Sagat did, was set me back off. Even leaving MomoCon at 8 something, I was catching one of the last full red line trains. So now I have to take the blue line 1 stop east, and then I take the gold line north. To take the blue line 1 stop, I have to take the blue line 1 stop east. Then I have to take the gold line north a ways. I'll know the station when it's time. And then I have to take the red line the rest of the way. Because after a certain time at night, like 9 o'clock on weeknights, the red line only runs in the very north part of Atlanta. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to be back in my car. I'm thinking I'm going to get some Taco Bell, but I remember seeing a Mexican place that was like a Mexican place that was open last night pretty late, so we'll see what I can find.